Okay, welcome back everyone, and we are going to start on the 2014 Sport that was picked up from BCA. We're going to get this into a sellable condition. First up, what we're going to do is get this tyre sorted. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's just on the low side. I'm really hoping it's not a puncture. So going to put some air in it, then we're going to just see how we get on, because there's some good amount of tread in there and I don't need a new tyre. So let's plug it in and see what we've got. Right, okay, so it's just going to be a bit noisy. I don't know how much we've actually got left in there, to be fair. We've got some. Let's have a look. If we turn on this, got 10.5 psi. That's not good, is it? So let's put it up to 32. We'll let that run for a minute. Need to go and get actually the keys for the problem we got is that because the Bluetooth's not working, it drains the battery, so I've had to remove the battery from the terminal from the battery. And then I think what I'm going to do while that's running is I'm going to start taking apart the interior. Right, how's it getting on? We're halfway there. Right, the other side is now done. So that's at 32. So can we remove that one? I think there's two different tyres on the front, you know. On the front, I think that was a What was it? I don't want to say Falcon. Is it Falcon? Let me just double check. Is it a Falcon? Yeah, it's a Falcon on one side, and God knows what this one is. 3A something, P306, God knows, I have no idea, but certainly it's not the same. But yeah, right, 32 psi is on the front, so we just got to keep an eye on those, and then if we need to get a puncture repair done, then yeah, at least we know. Right, so I'm taking apart this, not because the speedo needs replacing, but I've got about 3 speedos that need mileage adjustments so I can sell them. So if you don't know, I sell the speedos with reduced mileage on them, so that people can replace the speedos that are broken in theirs and then up the mileage, and it's all good. So I use like donor cars to just adjust the mileage because I don't have a system. So so what we'll do, so we'll just break this apart. I hate doing this bit because I always worry I'm going to break something. That's gone. And then we'll put in like the different speedos, and then we'll roll back the mileage. Before anyone says anything, the ECU mileage doesn't get touched. It's simply the speedo mileage. That's all. So yeah, I say it's a relatively quick job. Generally is. Oh, come on. Right, you have to bear with me on this one. Right, so as you can see, got that out. So that's going to be, well, that is the speedo for this car. So I'm just going to put that to the side, and then inside, I'm going to open up some speedos that I've got. And we're just going to adjust the mileage on them. Right, these are the two that we're going to just put in the car, and we're just going to turn the mileage back on them. We've got a 20, so what was this one? We've got a 2016 Speedo, and we've got a, I think this is a 2017 as well. So yeah, all we do is we just plug it back in there and use my X tool to turn back the mileage on them, and then we just put back the old Speedo. But in order to do that, we actually do need to connect the battery terminal, and I need to get my X tool out. And then also, whilst it's kind of all out, be looking to remove these, because as you can see, they're all scratched and I don't think they look particularly good. And that centre console as well needs to go. So I need to buy a new one of those from a breaker. Okay, so we have the X tool in. We put the ignition on. Oh, hello. Don't want the wipers going. So obviously this is coded to a 2016 car. We're not needing to code it. We are just simply changing the mileage. So using this, the X tool, we are going to go down and find the mileage. So it's currently showing 130431. Is it? No, it's not. That's a bit weird. I don't know why it's... Let's just change it anyway. There we go. Right. Just ignore that beeping sound, because that's the seatbelt warning light. Turn that off. And then all I've got to do, yeah, so that's showing 1,111 miles. So that is done. And then we move on to the next one, and same old, that's the process. Okay, that didn't take too long. Little fettling, and we are through. Now, where did I put my screwdriver? Here it is. Same torque. Yep. So take these two out. Also, whilst this is out, one of these bulbs has gone from behind the air distribution system, so we're going to swap those out. People forget about those actually, but at night they're completely not lit, which isn't good. Right, so those two are out. So this is now kind of, to some extent, just clipped in. So all we need to do, as you can see, is that is coming away. Do it on the end here, I think. To be fair, it doesn't matter if it breaks, does it? There we go. Right, so this is out. Need to take this clip off. Work out what type of clip that is, and then that will come out. Another 2 speedos to do today. The reason that we are another day on is because this here, if you follow my channel, you may have noticed that I had a speedo, a digital one, in a car a couple of cars ago. I was playing around with it and it completely killed the speedo. I say completely killed, it killed the speedo. You had to wait and disconnect the battery, and then it was fine. So this needed an update, and so that's now been done. So hopefully I'll plug this in a minute, get this one working, and can adjust the mileage on this and put it up for sale. This is a 22 one, so this is a hybrid one. It should work fairly much the same, but we're just going to adjust. Well, I don't know if we need to adjust the mileage. If the mileage is very low, we might not need to do anything. So yeah, we're just going to connect up the battery again, and then get this all going. But where is it? It's here. Put that on. Might as well keep this open. Right, let's put in the first speedo, and then we can plug in this, and then that will be it for these. I think 4's enough at the moment. So we've tried to I've done the TFT one, so that's good. Tried to do it on the hybrid one. The actual hybrid one, if you look at this, it's pretty much identical, as you can see. But when you try and do it on here, it doesn't like it. So obviously there's something inside that speedo that it doesn't like. Let's have a look. So if I do this again, just put in anything. So 900, communication failed. So something it doesn't like about that hybrid one. So I'm going to contact Xtool, see if they've got an update for it, and hopefully they will. It's not the end of the world. It's on 15,000, just shy of 16,000 miles, and I'm sure there's someone out there with a hybrid one that may have covered that, but hey ho. Right, anyway, that is your speedos, which, as I say, is something I can do for people. So just take those out, and then we can put the original back in, which I can't do with one hand, so I'll leave that there. Right, and there you have it. It is out. The vents just pop out of the trim bit, and we've also just been able to pull that side one out as well. So yeah, this is out. And also I've just removed the inner bit here, which is for, well, it's for the steering, the lighter steering and the hazards and the rear fog. So one of the next things we need to do is, and I don't think I've got it here, is the 2 pins to take the radio out. So I'm going to need to take that out, and then we can get to that and replace this, because I've actually got an intact one. So yeah, looks absolutely like a madhouse, but it all makes sense to some extent. But we do need to order one of those so we can start putting at least that back in. Yeah. Oi. Right. Have we still got this on? No, we've taken that battery off. Also noticed a couple of things. So this is broken. So I need to get that sorted. And this battery strap actually won't even reach the bottom there. I don't know if you can see that. It's and it's come out. But this seems to be quite a big battery, and the strap is not long enough. So yeah, need to sort that out. So yeah. Well, I'm also going to need a. We're missing 2 of these clips that go in there, and that's what I think's stopping that, and that's getting that popping out. Right, I will come back to you with more when we are, well, when I've got parts and it can start putting this all back together. Right, so we've moved on now from another couple of days. We are bank holiday Monday, and I've been waiting for a few parts to arrive. But today what we're going to do now is swap out this light here. As I think I've already said, this behind the sort of the not the instrument, the fan sort of temperature control here, these little bulbs tend to pop. So I'm going to remove that. It's a very simple job, and replace it with one of these. They're actually the LED ones. They're pretty good, to be fair. They're slightly brighter. It's not so yellow, but actually they tend to do the job better. So we're just going to tear that pack open. They're so dainty. Don't really like losing them. So we'll just get one out like so. And these generally just pop out. Gotta get you, ideally it's best to probably have either a glove on, because then you've got a bit more of the grip, or you're probably better to have little dainty hands, and I haven't got that. Some of them come out all right, others, is that going to go? Is that coming? I don't know, actually. Give it a little wiggle. Don't think that's going to go. I was really hoping that would come out with ease. There we go. So that's out, and this is going to be the dainty one. I'm hoping that's in correctly. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to connect the battery up, and then we're just going to put the light on. So bear with me on this one. Right, so we'll connect the battery, put the negative back on there. If we put this on, oh hello, oh no, need the ignition on, don't I? Stupid. Right, ignition on, there we go. Right, I could change that one out, but I think that'll be fine. I'm happy with that. That will light up quite nicely. So we can put that back, turn that off, go and unplug the battery. And just in case you're wondering again, why do we keep doing that? The battery is because the Bluetooth is draining the battery. So I don't really want to drain the battery, so we'll just keep unplugging it. Right, okay, so that is done. I'm trying to think of the order now. If I put that back, no, right, okay. So what we've got to do next actually is we're not putting anything back. I've got to get the radio out so I can get to the vent to replace the vent, because I've got a replacement vent. So rather than these are all working all nicely in here, so that bit can come out. So we need to remove these tabs here, which I've just got a knife, because we just need to get them right into here, flick them out, hope we don't break them, and then we need to use our radio clips, which is in here, these, to go in and yank the radio out. I'll be honest, it's a ball ache, it's a pain in the arse. They tend to be really, really stubborn. You just think you could push it in, get it clicked and pull out. YouTube seems to indicate that's how it works. Never seems to do it for me. So we'll give it a shot. But I'm not going to bore you. I'll turn the camera off and get these little tabs out for you. Right. So the tabs are out. And strangely, this screw was in there, although it was just sitting in there. I've no idea why. So I'm hoping I can do this, and I'm hoping that screw is not in there for a reason. So if we push those in, and then you pull out, I'm hoping, oh, I think we've got a bit of movement here. Oh, it's never easy. Right. See, you kind of think that they would lock in, and I've kind of got some movement here. So that's popped, I think. And then if we try and see, that to me looks like that's gone, which is weird. It's got to keep fiddling around and hoping. You see what I mean? It's not as easy as you'd like to think it would be. That's for sure. I think that's gone. This one, not so much. Oh, it's warm in here as well. Just going to open the door. See, there's a bit of movement in there. See, that's definitely coming. See how not easy that is at all, in any way, shape or form. It is painful, quite literally as well, on your fingers. Completely like cuts into your fingers. Right. I'm going to, again, not bore you with this. I'm going to do my best to pull it and get it out, and then I'll come back to you. Right, so literally a minute later, we've done it. We've got that out. So that's good. I'm probably going to leave that like that. And then we're going to get to the 2 screws behind here. And undo those. You also don't want to lose them because we are now right behind the dash and these things can drop down. So let's that's one. It's going to be the other one. Like so. Let's not lose that. There we are. Right, okay, the 2 are out. I'm actually going to pull this out further, you know, I think, because normally it tends to fold down a bit, so it allows you access to the vent a bit more. To the vent, there we go. Right, so the vent tends to unclip from the top here. If we can do that, let's just try and pull that. That sounds like a clip going. It's looking good. There we go. Right, where did I put the other one? Here it is. Direct replacement, so that can go in. That's good. Put that outside. That simply slots back in like so, and then we can put these 2 screws in. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't lose them. Again, it pays to have small little fingers. Screw that one in. And then the next one. And then we should be... Oh, well, no, where did that go? No. Ah, oh, where did that go? This is what I mean about dainty fingers. Has that gone? Do you know where I think that's gone? I think that's gone down into here. Great. Okay. Right, I need to find a replacement screw for that one. And then, yeah, that's really annoying. Bugger. Right, let me come up with a solution and I'll be back. Right, I found another one. So we've put that in. What we can now do is push. I'll take these out actually. Don't need those anymore. Put those in there. This just clips. I say clips, it just goes back in. Normally, it's not as flush as I'd have liked it, but it's pretty much nearly on there. Certainly can't go anymore. And then what we've then got to do is got to put the trim on, and I bought new trim. So I'm going to go and get that because we need to unravel it, and then we need to screw it into place. Then this will be looking a lot better. Good job we're not doing this in the height of summer, because it is warm already, and it's what, only like 18 degrees, something like that. Right, so as you can, well, you can't see at the moment. So this is the replacement that I've got. Now I've immediately seen that this appears to be from a facelift, because the vents are different to what I've taken out. So as you can see, these are up down, and they're that side, and these are side to side. But I think it should still all be exactly the same. It's just the vent is slightly different. If not, actually, if you look at that, the vent is very different indeed. Where's the screw on bit for the vent? I'm just having a look. Normally it just clips in. Interesting. I'm not sure if, anyway, I've got this side, as you can see as well, for the driver's side. And actually, I don't think, no, they don't go in. So that's all a bit pointless. We are going to have to take off these and replace them with those, and hopefully that is all we've got to do, and the rest of it hopefully is exactly the same. Otherwise, this is all a complete waste of time. So let's get these vents out and work out. God, that just looks a lot bigger. God, no. Right, let's just work out and see what we can do here, and hopefully it'll all be fine. Oh, it does say R bath on it, which is weird, because this isn't from an R bath, because you wouldn't have that on it, I don't think. 500. So not this colour. Right, let's just try and take this out and unclip it and see whether or not this is exactly the same. Where's the clip? Let's have a look. All right, so it's a bit of pushing through. Now it comes. See, that looks smaller. This one looks smaller than that one. So if we now put that in there, that is not the right size. Okay, we've got a problem. You see, the vents in here protrude quite a bit, and these don't go. Yeah, we have an issue, because as you can see, that's the problem. It's not good. Is this going to be the same? If that is same. think that's screwed on. See, these are big. These vents are a lot bigger. And I think even this one is bigger as well. So we've got a problem. I can't put this on and clip this all back in because this isn't going to go in there. Great. We need to go back on eBay and look for another one. I didn't realise they facelifted the vents, and unfortunately, yeah, we can't change the smaller 500 vents for the newer big ones. What a delight. Right. Okay, I think that's going to be the end of this one because we can't do anything more. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Back on eBay it is. Right, so we've fast forwarded now, what, 3, 4, no, maybe about 5, 6 days now. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what is going on? So I have now purchased a pre-facelift trim set, which we're going to put on today. So they've obviously got all the old vents, and I've gone with black because it's a black, well, inside it's black and red. So I've gone with black interior for this. It comes with everything all included, so I guess it means that I can sell what I've got part wise, put that up and get some money back as well on that. So yeah, so I'm going to put that on, connect that all up, and because it's been ages, I'm trying to remember what screws are for what area. So let's start off by putting the big piece on. So connect that up like so. In that goes, and then this should just clip in there, like that, which is good. I think that's hopefully in there. I think it's slightly sticking out there, but I just need to sort that out in a minute. There we go. That's clipped in, and then it just gets screwed all into place once I found the screws that I used for it. So what have we got? I think the only screws I use, bear with me, let me just take a sip of Pepsi. I think the only ones I used are going to be these ones, if I remember rightly. 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. I've got 3, 4, 5. Right, so it's going to be these ones. Should always mark them up, but then I didn't realise I was going to take apart all of the dashboard, did I? Right, let's start to put these all back in. One and two. think these gone in at a slight angle. As long as they start, that's the main thing, isn't it? That's one. There we go. That's two. And then the third final one, which is under here. Come on. Right, I think that's it. Right. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Not the right one at all. Are they? Ah, my mistake. They are torque. Too thin. There we go. Right. So, connect this back up. My aim is to get this all the trim put in today, and then I think that will be the closure of this video for today. So it's probably dragged on a bit. Incidentally, while I'm tightening these up, we'll have a little chat. So we've got to move this over to my dad's so we can get the lower arm on and the Bluetooth receiver module taken out, and then we've got to take it for an MOT. And then I'm fairly sure, hopefully, that is the end of it, unless the MOT comes back with something horrendous. Hopefully it doesn't. It's a Cat D. Now, as you know, when I recently got the Cat S in grey, which I got from BCA up north somewhere, can't remember where it was now. I've not been able to sell that. I've had no one come to look at it. It's on at 3,150, I think it is. And yeah, and I've had this problem before. Cat S's just don't move for some reason. They really don't move. And I had one woman who was quite local. She was looking to buy for her daughter, and she's really put off by it. I explained, about everything, but she was adamant that it was going to be an issue, the insurance was going to be an issue, and yeah, I tried my best to reassure her that it wasn't an issue, but yeah, fortunately she wasn't having it. And so I've still got that, and I'm hoping that this Cat D isn't going to also be an issue. Otherwise I'm then stacking cars, and I'm also potentially giving them away for next to no money, which I don't want to do. So yeah, not something that is in the plan. But I still get that my biggest, I say biggest sellers, the quickest sellers are early white 500s. Those things shoot out the door as soon as you list them. So yeah, right. Does this? Can't remember how this went in. So there's a couple of clips. I think it just clipped in, And I just, oh, there we go. But strangely, that doesn't, unfortunately, clip There we go. Right. 2 clip. Does that go into the bottom there? It's a bit slightly loose there, although this will be held on by the speedo, but unfortunately it looks like this isn't going to clip in down here. You probably can't see it on my right hand side, but we're just talking about this one here. So unfortunately, yeah, I think right. Okay, so next up we've got to get this in place. I'm going to stop the video just because I'm baffling about just general rubbish. So we'll come back when this is on. Right, 10 minutes on, and we've got the center fan, air, whatever you want to call it, in place. We have the speedo in and most of the cowling all sorted. The last part of this is to get the dreaded this on. This is always has been and always will be the bane of my life. However, I think the last time I put this on, it went on in a matter of seconds, strangely. Otherwise, this potentially takes tens of minutes to get sorted. So anyway, I can already start seeing in here. Don't know if you can see it. So this is very fragile plastic, and I can already see that's a bit cracking. So you've got to really be careful about actually putting it on and screwing it on tight. So anyway, let's get this on and clipped to the top cowling. Alright, that goes there, that's on there, so that's clipped in. That is in place. That is in. Right, okay. So the plastic is all clipped on, so that is good. So now let's just lock that in. Now we just need to screw this in so that this doesn't move. So these are the only 2 screws left, which have got the washer around them, and then it's a case of trying to find the hole and getting the angle right. Because oh hello, have we done this one? Has this one gone in? Oh, the first one's gone in, guys and girls. Right, first one is in. We are 50% of the way there. Huzzah. Maybe it's time to reconsider that this is the worst part, given how quick that was to go in. Anyway. Has that gone in? That's gone in as well, you know. There we have it. All right. That is on. That is in. we have got to put these in, actually. I'll tell you what. Let me just pause it. I'll move the camera angle for you. Right. Last part is to get these in. They don't all go in the same way. That's the thing. You think they do, but they don't. So that one's in. That one looks good. Oi, 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 oi. Nearly. Doesn't help when you drop it. The plastic on these is incredibly delicate. You've got to be careful as well. Right, that is that one. So this is going to be this one here. Like so, and we are missing the bottom one. So I need to go now into my little parts department in the garage and look for a blank one of those. So I shall return. And as if by magic, I've got to my last piece, and hopefully that will fit in there. Looks like it will. Will it? Should do. It should fit in there. It's not liking it. I'm going to be honest with you. That should go in there. I don't understand. Don't want to force it. Got to be a bit on the sensitive side. That's not going in there. I have a feeling, if I'm honest with you, I have a feeling that I've used, out of the 4 that you get for these from China, I've used one already, and I have a feeling I used this corner because they, bizarrely, you'd think they're all the same, but actually they're not. They all fit into the specific ones, and I think so. This one would be kind of this one here, and I don't think. Let's see if I can get this out and just compare this one with this one. So I don't want to break it. Right, here we go. Right. So if I try and put this one in there, does that go? It doesn't go. Now if I try and put this one in here, that actually doesn't want to go, if I'm being honest with you. Let's have a quick. They are slightly different. They are slightly. See, one's top and one's bottom. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't get it. That doesn't match up with either one of those. So there we go. We're not going to be able to sort that one out. Got to understand what the issue is there. Ah, okay, right. Let's just put back this one in here. I swear I ordered a new set of these. So I've got to go and find that. I have a feeling though it's long gone. But anyway, right. Let's wrap up this video because there's one other thing that I've just got to do. So this is the final bit. We're going to go and have a look at how much PSI we've lost since this was pumped up over a week ago. Because it looks like it's dropped something. So let's turn this on. Yeah. So that is showing 20 PSI. So we have a leak. We have a leak in either the valve or the tyre itself. So I'll get that up to 32 and then gonna have to take that to a tyre place to get it looked at, which is another cost, but there we go. Just allow that to go. In the meantime, we are going to come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I know it's a bit of a different one because it's documented a bit about me working away on the car. We've obviously still got more to go on the car, including the rear bumper, Bluetooth module and the arm. So yeah, we'll try and cover that in the next video. So thank you all for watching, and until next time, see you all very, very soon.